Hi guys, I'm back. This is your reading from now until the end of January, but I will be back in January to do some extra videos for you all. Since I've been out so long, I thought I'd do an extended. So this is your reading life path number ones. I've shuffled the deck and I'm going to do my horseshoe spread again. But we had one jumper card. Before I even shuffled these cards, this one jumped out and basically on the floor, which is the Nine of Raphael. Nine of Raphael is make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time in life. So I think you guys are going to get off light, okay? That's one of the best cards in the deck, okay? So whatever you're doing right now, stop and make that wish. Make your intentions. Set out your wish list. Because whatever you want is being granted to you right now, okay? I'm going to place the cards down now. So I've shuffled your deck already. My pendulum's picked your cards, okay? So here we go. Interesting to see how that Nine of Raphael plays out in your spread. And as always, I'll bring the cards up because I can't point the camera down. I've also just done a video on the full and new moons, which gives you a little bit more explanation about what's going on from now until January. There's eclipses, there's a solar eclipse coming up on the 26th of December, and there is also a lunar eclipse in January the 10th in the sign of Cancer. So, like I said, that card there jumped out of the deck to tell you guys start planning, make your wishes come true, because it's right here for you in this card. Right, so the horseshoe spread is the one you go around. We have a central card, which every card pulls off of that central card, and it is the Four of Ariel. I had to look then. The Four of Ariel is talking about in the extremes, either one way or the other way in money. You either spend too much money at the moment or you don't spend enough, being miserly sort of type thing. So just check yourselves if you, especially at this time of the year, I'm doing these videos on the 9th. It's Monday the 9th of December. So with Christmas coming up, just watch your spending, or you know, the other way, or your savings even can be into this, you know, brought into account with this card. It says at the bottom, when you give, you also receive, being resistant to change and extremes in how you save or spend money. So without me even reading the bottom there, I knew what this card was about. It's extremes, and especially at this time of year, money can't buy love, I'm going to say. Christmas presents, all that sort of type thing, the big fancy presents, all that sort of type thing. Again, I'm going to say money doesn't buy love. You don't have to spend $100 on everybody. You can spend $50 on everybody. If you've got it, if you've saved it, hey, great, go ahead and spend $100 on people, on family, whatever. But that's what I'm talking about, the extremes. Don't spend more than you have got, okay? So that's your central theme. Sticking with this card here, your wish card. I'm going to hold these two up together. Just be careful on what you're wishing for as well. Make your wishes attainable. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one there. We'll get into the rest of the cards to see where we're going with this Four of Ariel. Your past card is the Four of Michael. So you've got two fours, which is a good omen for next year, which is a number 4 year. We're in a number 3 year at the moment. But this card here is saying that you might be just a little bit out of balance. And this being in your past, I hope you've dealt with it. It reads at the bottom. I'm thinking about Christmas time already. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. It is a very stressful time of year. Everybody feels it no matter what you're doing at this present point in time. And this is basically your past card. So this is giving you from now until, I'm going to say, December, the end of December, especially because we've got the full moon coming up on the 12th, and there is a solar eclipse new moon on the 26th of December. Just get more rest. If you can, rest. If you want to sleep, sleep. It's depicted in this card here. She's going for a walk in nature. Well, she's actually asleep, but you can go for a walk in nature and rebalance yourself and settle yourself right down. Come back into your center. You may even do some chakra work, because these here, these globes or lanterns, I think they are, represent chakras. Your base chakra, your solar chakra, the red one is the base chakra. The yellow one is your solar plexus. The purple one is your heart chakra, and I think the blue one is your throat chakra. You can correct me on these ones, but I'm not too good on the colours of the chakras, but I should know them, shouldn't I? But anyway, this one card here is telling you to get more rest. Life doesn't have to be this stressful, but it is at this time of the year. So just check yourself and get yourself back into balance, okay? And this could also bring into this card here, you know, worrying about money and how you're going to pay for everything, all that sort of type thing. So that's why that card's in the centre. Your present card is the Six of Michael, which is Archangel Michael, my favourite archangel, standing in a boat, which is the Six of Swords in the normal tarot, and he's travelling into clearer skies. So once you get this rebalancing done, you're travelling into clearer skies, okay? And it says it's the light at the end of the tunnel, breathe a sigh of relief, make new plans, travel or relocation. So this card here with the travel, it could be travelling to see, you know, family, friends, all that sort of type thing. But it's the light at the end of the tunnel. If you see the light here, you're travelling into calmer times. But you need to deal with these six swords in the boat, okay? Don't take them into the future. Don't take this stress and this worry into the future. Deal with it now, because you're heading into clearer skies and you obviously don't want to hit this rock down here, okay? There can be a few bumps on the road sort of type thing, but these are the swords in the boat that you have to deal with. So get rid of them. You're going into a complete new year in 2020, because these cards are going right into January 2020. So January 2020, this is what I think this clear skies is. So you've got December to work on, you know, all this rubbish in the boat sort of thing. Get rid of it, chuck it overboard, forgive and forget, whatever you have to do. Don't make that boat go downwards into this rock, okay? There's just a little warning. I've never said that about this card before, but it's completely up to you. You're the one standing in this boat, whether you hit this rock or you're going to end up, you know, New Year's Eve, whatever, coming into this clearer sky, into a complete new phase. So you can hear that dog in the background. That's my son's dog barking. Your future card is the Five of Michael. The Five of Michael says that you still have not released anything, or there is something that you're still holding on to and that you need to sever this cord, okay? None of us are perfect. We all hold on to things, you know, from the year before, the 6 months before, whatever. And if you go and watch my astrology reading, there's a couple of cards there that I've pulled for the full moon, the Gemini full moon, which is the Lovers card, and the Capricorn new moon, which is the Death card. Okay, so something needs to be released. Okay, and it's got something to do with either love or money. Okay, these are the big themes at the moment. I'll read what it says on the bottom. It says, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Okay, like I said with this card, uplifting. You want that boat to sail over this rock here. You don't want it to hit this rock. Okay, so there's something that you need to release so you don't hit this rock in the future. Okay, this is in the clear skies here as well, so don't hit it. Okay, release your attachment to outcomes. You can only do what you can do. Okay, another way of saying that is let go and let God. The universe, angels, whatever you believe in, okay, just ask them for their help in severing this attachment. You can also call on the lovely Archangel Michael. He has a pretty powerful sword, and if you call upon him to reach any and to sever any or all attachments, he will come down and do that for you. Okay, and don't think that he's too busy or whatever else. You know, you can do it any time of the night or day. Okay, that's all you have to do. And then relax in the knowledge that you've asked him and it's done. Okay, you have to believe this attachment is no longer serving you. Okay, so that's your future card. Speaking of the Lovers card, your best path to follow is the Lovers card. It says, it reads, and it's with Archangel Raphael, so maybe calling on Archangel Raphael if you're going through something with love at the moment. It says, make choices from the heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Love can move mountains, guys. You should all know that by now. You've watched me for quite a few months now. If your heart and soul is not in it, it's time to walk away. Okay, this could be something to do with your attachment here. It could be an attachment to a person, to a situation, to what you've always known in the past. And I can tell you from first-hand experience, I've been through this just recently myself. What's your attachment to this person? Is it for the highest benefit of all? I can speak properly. Is it for the highest benefit of both parties? Or is it one-sided? Or is it two-sided? Can you make it work? That's your best path to follow. I think I'm just going to calm myself down here a little bit. I have a feeling you have a choice to make about a love relationship. This can also be a business relationship, but I kind of feel with what's going on astrology-wise and what I just studied this morning, it's a relationship. Is it good or is it bad? There's your decision to make. And it could also relate back to this card, giving and receiving. Are you giving enough or are you receiving enough? There's one of your choices. Is this person giving you enough attention, time? I'm not going to say money because money doesn't prove that you love a person. That's your decision, guys. Okay? So I'm going to read this card again. When you give, you also receive. Okay? And being resistant to change. There's a change. And there's another change. I think there's your decision. This is your best path to follow. You've got a month and a half to make this decision, I'm going to say, but I'm going to come back and do some more videos for the life path numbers. So we'll see whether your decision was the right one or the wrong one. There is no right and wrong. It's only a choice. And that maybe where this card says relocation or travel, this may come into it, okay? So you've got quite a few telling cards here. But the Lover's card is your best path to follow. Your environments card here is the Nine of Gabriel, which is a good card. It says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. An environmental activist, which I've never had any sort of reading that it's come up environmental activist, but you guys can prove me wrong. So it's basically a 9, or what you're aiming for is the 10 of Gabriel, which is the card that says no more being a Cinderella, no more running around after people, all that sort of type thing. And this card is telling you to stay determined and move forward. It's your choice where your forward is going to be, okay? So this is your environments card. So your choice being the Four of Michael and the Four of Ariel. I'm going down the road here. The next card is the Nine of Gabriel. So if you want to go back and have a look at the explanation of the Four of Michael, which means insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep, time off, seek relief from stress. The Four of Ariel says, when you give, you also receive, being resistant to change and extremes in how you save or spend money. And then you get the 9 here. So you add the two fours together, you've got 8. You've got a 9. Stay determined, move forward, be prepared for any possibility. Okay? So stay determined, guys. You know, you're doing this for yourself. You've got to take everybody else out of the situation and concentrate on yourself just at the moment. But stay determined. You do have a choice to make on this card here, I feel. But it's got to be a choice whether it's a give and receive sort of thing. But if you're choosing to stay in the relationship or stay in whatever situation, it could be a business relationship, any sort of partnership, you have to stay determined, okay? If you can't stay determined, you're probably wasting your time, okay? And that's where the travel and the relocation may come in. Your hopes and your fears is also a 9. And it's the 9 of Ariel, okay? And it says, your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success, a love for the beautiful things in life, okay? So this being your hopes and fears card, this is what you're hoping for, this rainbow, you know, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the relationship at the end of the rainbow. Going across here, we've got the 6 of Michael, the 4 of Ariel, and then we get 9 again. And that could be your number 10 that you're looking for. I was just counting up the cards then, because you've got the 6, 4, and you've also got a 9 here. This card here could be your 10. Your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success, a love of beautiful things in life. And it's also a very good card to go with the wish card over here, the 9 of Raphael. You've got 1, 2, 3, 9. So everybody in life path number 1s are heading to that 10. I'm going to pull some clarifiers though, because the last card is a little bit telling. So whatever your hopes and fears are, you know, this is what you're trying to find, this rainbow, your rainbow in life, you know, your light at the end of the tunnel, maybe, you know. It is there, but you've got to make a decision. Although you haven't got a decision card here other than the Lovers, I still firmly believe this is about a relationship, okay? So I'm going to bring up your last card and I'm going to pull some clarifiers. We have the 5 of Ariel, okay? The 5 of Ariel depicts being out in the cold, lack of money, feeling left out, loss of relationship. I'll read what it says at the bottom. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So this is quite a telling card. I'm going to pull clarifiers. But maybe your decision has been that you're not receiving enough from this relationship. It may mean, you know, financially you're going to have to go out on your own. There can be a lot of things with this card. I'm going to be straight up with this card. But just remember this card here, the light at the end of the tunnel. When you get into 2020, January of 2020, you will have figured out this card here, okay, and this relationship, okay. I'm going to pull a clarifying card on the 5 of Ariel, please, and just bear with me because I can't shuffle very well at the moment. I've had surgery on my shoulder, so, and that was my dog in the background there. 5 of Ariel, please. Oh, 2 cards wanted to come out then, okay. There you go. The first card is the 3 of Michael, which is the 3 of Swords. So this is depicted as 3 swords going through a heart, which means heartache, loss, all that sort of type thing. And I've pulled it on the 5 of Ariel. I had a feeling that this card may come out because this card is just jumping out at me, and it's the only major arcana card you've got for the month. There is a relationship, and I kind of feel that you may choose to walk away from this relationship. And this is the lovely Archangel Michael. You've got an awful lot of Archangel Michael cards here. You've got cards saying that you need to sever this connection. There is light at the end of the tunnel. But I'll read what it says on this card. Release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. You then, because we had 2 cards I pulled out, is the 9 of Michael. Now this is my Insomniac's card. This is sitting up at night, worrying, stressing about being left out in the cold, finances. Like I said, December and January is all about love and money. And that's why this card has come out. So I am sorry to say I'm pretty straight up with this reading because it's just jumping out at me. It's about a relationship. Yes, you're going to be a little bit worried, and how am I going to do this all by myself, my finances, maybe I'll have to go out and get a job. There's 101 scenarios that you could be worrying about at the moment. It reads at the bottom, your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, worry to your angels. Okay, so I'm picking here that Archangel Michael is right beside you guys. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Archangel Michael cards. You've got 2 Ariel cards, 3 Ariel cards. So Archangel Michael is the one that can sever this connection that is in a healthy way. And Archangel Ariel is all about the coins, okay? You can come back from this. It's just going to take a little bit of work. I'm going to pull one more card to see an outcome here. We want an outcome card, please, now for this situation. And I'm hoping it's a 10. It means that you're at the end of this stage. That's a good card too. It's not quite a 10, but it is a king. Okay, so it's right up there. It is the King of Raphael. It says, yes, it's safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passions. Now with this king too, it is also about healing. Archangel Raphael is the healing angel. So there's healing that's going to come in your love situation and in your finances. And this is also a Neptunian card, okay? Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, I think it is, which is a very deep sign. So somewhere around this is all your emotions, all that sort of type thing. They're going to be healed on many levels because you've gone right up to the king, okay? You've missed the page. the Knight, the Queen, you've gone right to the King, and that's your outcome card. All this will be healed. You just have to believe it, okay? I read it again. Yes, it's safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once, which you will have to start doing. Excuse me, guys. In the short video I did about the astrology, there is a little bit I read out of. I'm going to get it out of the drawer and just read it again for you. There are 2 eclipses, okay, which is solar eclipse on the 26th of December in the sign of Capricorn, and there is another one on January the 10th, a lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. Those 2 there are the North and South Node, okay? They're coming into play right now, and there's 2 eclipses in those signs, okay? So this could be why all this is happening. So we have, what was I going to read here? It's a time from now until the end of January is a time to finalise, complete and consolidate. Get ready to draw a line under the last 6 months. Okay, so that's what everybody is working on. That's what's happening up in the skies at the moment. But it can be done. You've got one of the best cards. It's not a 10. It's better than a 10. Okay. So guys, I'm going to leave your reading there because I'm starting to cough. And maybe that's why you got Make-A-Wish card. You're going to get these videos in, I'm hoping, within the week. I'll have them up and posted on YouTube and Facebook. Make that wish. You now know what you have to wish for. You know, that's a big decision, guys. Make a wish, dreams become a reality, a joyful time in life. Okay, I'm going to read it again. Make a wish, dreams become a reality, a joyful time in life. Okay, write those 3 sentences down and then make your wishes. That's why this card jumped out of the deck. I wish you all much love and light, and I will catch you all back on the other side.